The 5 go on the narrow end of the egg, and the 7 go on the wider end. So the trick is to make your carnations come right to the edge of your template. The more accurate you are with the template, the more you'll be true to your egg shape. I'm going to save that one, it's not as open. You're going to be working with pretty short pieces. Hello. The carnation part of the template actually comes down to here, and you want it to be up against your bow, so don't worry so much about exactly where it is on the template.
I'm always afraid to cut the flower, and it's too short, too big.
But pave is right there. You're right there on that. You just have to give yourself a little bit of a lift. But you want this to be up against the bow. So I'm starting on the side always, and this is going to be 5. So now I'm going to take this one, clean it up a little bit, and come here till I can visualize that that's going to fill in. Okay? See, that's the height of the egg as it's going to come across there.
What did you mean when you said that's 5?
It's 5 on this end and 7 up here. So I'm doing 1, 2, 3, and now when I put in 4,
You're doing a row.
It's a row.
Okay, I see.
And you'll see it. It'll all make more sense as you as it gets together. But the more accurate you are on your stripes on the eggs, the more it's gonna hold together as a design.
It is so pretty.
Okay?
My God.
So don't let that get wiggly waggly and whatever. And start it at the bottom, and then put your top one in. Then the same thing up here. And I'm working on and length, something like this will do just fine to put it in. This one goes.
Oh, on the other side too. Okay.
Yes, there's 2 rows of pink. You'll see when you get the template. It says carnation. So this again is right up to the template, and you can see how these are the baby's breath is sticking out. That was why I was cautioning you to be sure that you okay. And then on your template, this says carnation 7. So but it's 7 on the bigger end, of course. So go ahead and you can angle it down a little bit, then your stems won't all be knocking into each other. Okay, so this is lined up and that's lined up. Then I'm going to go ahead and do the top one and get it to the height. Whoops. Just hit that stem, start to pull him into the.
Try to get it matching on the other side.
Okay, so now there's going to be 2 in between each one. Okay, but that'll keep you spaced correctly. So out to the side and up.
And that's also a little higher on the wider end of the
arched.
egg?
Yeah,
So it's
just
more, okay.
a little bit.
See how that
Yeah.
Not
a little
a
high.
lot, but
Right,
yeah,
okay.
a little bit.
Look at that.
And I took some of the carnations that aren't quite as fluffy, so but it's still going to work. But it's important to be sure that you're nice and even at this point, because if you're not, your egg's going to look scrambled.
So 5 on this side and 7 on the other.
Okay, now that makes sense.
Yeah, because this is the wider end. If you need to fluff your carnations, go right ahead, and do some. They're really, really hydrated. I just didn't trust the wholesaler to do it, so my boss was kind enough to let us have floor space. Okay, so okay now the pom-poms. You never can tell how many heads you're going to have, and you want to use really open ones, so you probably are going to have some to take home with you. This really is quite a bit more than you're probably going to need. Okay. So you have a full bunch, and then split with your neighbor. There's, oh good, six stems. Okay. And I'm not exactly sure who, I'm probably splitting with you, but this is the only thing that has to be split, so that's your half bunch. Okay, so this, as you can see, is probably way more than you're gonna need, but you're also probably not gonna need these short, these small heads. So, I'm gonna start with, and I might use that size, but I'm gonna start with these bigger guys here. Okay, now the trick with, and don't be concerned about foam showing in through here, that type of thing, because that's why we've got the status. This is very close in here. So what I want you to do is start with the bottom and be real accurate. The faces, actually, that needs to look out even more. The faces need to look out so that it's gonna go, so that it's gonna,
And it
yeah,
covers-
contour.
Okay.
But when you come around here, it's really close in. Okay, but see how I'm being real accurate with my template? With the placement? These guys, don't be afraid to make them short.
And those are also kind of close
Yeah.
together.
I know, that's my problem.
Yeah.
Those are
They're
kind of close
they're
together also.
tangent, yeah, they're
Okay.
tangent.
Okay.
Don't overlap them a whole lot, you just want them
But
to,
just next
yeah,
Close.
just sit- they just
Closely.
need to be right next to each
Kind of how
other.
you want it.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're nice and open, so you're not gonna have any problem filling. And I'm gonna come on around the corner here. But I urge you to don't try to do up here or in the middle yet. Get your outline right on the template.
So you're able to put in about 5 of those, is that
Yeah,
about?
but,
It's relative.
it's relative. They're all, I would choose the biggest ones because you've got a plethora.